Hey guys, Shane Starnes with Droid Modder X. Today we're going to do a screen comparison with the LG G3 and the Galaxy Note 4. With all these excellent phones that are coming out here lately, you're probably having a tough time deciding which phone is best for you. And this is just one of many videos that will help you to make your final decision. So today we're just simply comparing the different screens on the LG G3 and the Note 4. This would be one of many things that you should factor when choosing a phone. It's also one of the most important factors when choosing a phone because this is what you're going to look at while you're using your phone. You'll be looking at the screen, so it should weigh heavily in your decision. So on the left we have the LG G3. It is a 5.5 inch display. The Note 4 has a 5.7 inch display. If we line the displays up, you'll see that you're not really getting too much more screen in the Note 3. You get a lot of extra bezel and a much larger phone, but you're not really getting a whole lot more screen real estate. In fact, the LG G3 has 93% of the screen real estate that the Note 4 has. So if you're looking at screen size, and that's a huge determining factor, either one of these would be a good phone. If you're looking for phone size and you want a smaller device, obviously the LG G3 is the way to go. You're not really giving up much when it comes to screen real estate if you go with the G3. Because it is just slightly smaller. One thing you should consider when you're thinking about screen size is that the LG G3 does have on-screen buttons, so that actually does take away a little bit of the screen real estate. The Note 4 has no on-screen buttons. It actually has capacitive buttons, which take up no screen real estate. So that's something else that you probably should consider when you're thinking of screen real estate and screen size. Both screens are Quad HD, which is 2 times 1080p or 4 times 720p. They always advertise it as 4 times HD, but as you all know, 720p is considered high definition, and so technically it would be 4 times 720p or Quad HD. The resolution is 2560 by 1440. The pixels are a bit denser on the LG G3 simply because the screen is smaller. You've got 530 pixels per inch on the LG G3, 515 pixels per inch on the Note 4. As far as the pixels are concerned, you're not going to see a huge difference because they're both Quad HD screens. So as far as the resolution is concerned, they're pretty much on the same playing field. The type of screen really does make a huge difference when you're talking about the G3 versus the Note 4. The G3 is an IPS screen while the Note 4 is a Super AMOLED screen. As you all can see, the Note 4 is quite a bit brighter than the LG G3. Both phones are turned to full brightness, and you can see a clear difference between the two phones. The Note 4 is definitely a much brighter screen than the LG G3. While the Note 4 does have a brighter screen, I find that the LG G3 is actually easier to see in sunlight, which is kind of odd because it's not as bright as the G3, but for some reason, and I'm not sure if it has just a screen that is less prone to glare than the Note 4. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but when I'm standing outside in direct sunlight, it seems like I can see the LG G3 much clearer than the Note 4. I tend to have to turn up the brightness on my Note 4 in direct sunlight, whereas on the LG G3, I'm pretty good to go at about 35%. I normally don't turn it above 35% at any time during the day, whether I'm inside or outside on the G3. Whereas the Note 4, I have to kick it up on the Note 4 to at least 50% screen brightness for the entire day. And then if I'm outdoors in direct sunlight, I do have to kick up the brightness even more. So when you consider that part, you can save a little bit of battery life on the G3 by being able to keep that screen brightness down all day long. The one plus about the Super AMOLED screen is that it does provide richer, more vibrant colors. The colors on the LG G3 are a bit less saturated. They're quite a bit muted, while the colors on the Note 4 are very vibrant and radiant. Both screens are super sharp with clear, crisp text and clean images. Most applications and websites don't even take advantage of these screens because they are so new to the market. But you will notice the main difference when you're looking at high quality images, when you're looking at high quality video, or when you're looking at text. You're going to notice the difference with a Quad HD display, and whether you're using the G3 or the Note 4, you're going to see that amazing difference that the Quad HD display does bring. Now, some people will tell you that there's not much of a difference between 1080p and Quad HD, but if you hold a 1080p phone like the HTC One M8 next to a Note 4 or an LG G3, you will see the difference between 1080p and Quad HD. It is actually a noticeable difference. So with all things being considered, both screens are amazing, both screens are great, but in my personal opinion, your opinion may be different. I have to give the edge to the Note 4. They're pretty much neck and neck as far as the screens are concerned. I actually enjoy the extra real estate, although this phone is much bulkier and I do have to kind of move it around in my hand to get to all corners of the screen. But not having the on-screen buttons on the screen itself and then having that tiny bit of extra screen real estate is a plus in my mind. And then the Super AMOLED screen is much brighter and the colors are more vibrant. It just looks better to the eye. But anyways, guys, that about wraps it up for the screen comparison. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at DroidModderX. Follow me on Twitter at DroidModderX. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.